today? We ain't in Texas no more, Dorothy. No, that's Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. We're not in Texas anymore either. We're in Arizona. We left December 26th. We left Dallas area, and we left the shop and worked our way out here. And first day we went and we stopped in Colorado City, which is out past Sweetwater, getting out that way toward Big Spring and all that, out in western Texas. Spent the night there. Woke up and drove the next day. We drove over to El Paso and got right there to the state line, about 7-8 miles north of the into New Mexico, little town of Vado. We pulled into a little truck stop there and spent the night there. And then we worked our way on out here. We stopped in New Mexico for a couple days and then worked our way out here. And we got here last night, pulled in right at sundown. And where are we at right now? We're in Gila Bend, Arizona. Gila, Gila. Wait a minute. Wouldn't that be Gila Bend? I know, it's Spanish for Gila Bend, okay, like a Gila monster. The little lizard thing, I was sitting there this morning laying in bed thinking of stuff to talk about on a live stream this morning. And I got to thinking, Gila Bend, we're in America, why do we call it Gila Bend? We don't pronounce a G as an H, that's Mexico, that's Spanish. Okay, I understand it's a Spanish word and all that, but so is Amarillo. Amarillo is a Spanish word. It's, amarillo, which is yellow. The color yellow in Spanish is amarillo. So why don't we say Amarillo, Texas? We say Amarillo, Texas. So I'm trying to figure out why Texas. It's pronounced Texas here. In Mexico, they call it Tejas. The X or the X in Texas is pronounced with like an H, Tejas. So anyway, we're in America, shouldn't we call this Gila Bend or Gila Bend or something like that? But it's Gila Bend. Anyway, Gila Bend, Arizona. That's where we're at. Right over there's the interstate. Turn you and look. Right over there's the interstate. You can see a truck and a couple cars going by. That's Interstate 8. That's Interstate 8. That way's north, that way's east. The town of Gila Bend is Gila Bend. The town of Gila Bend is right over here, about 3 or 4 miles. You get off here. We're at exit 119. Now we're only gonna be here as soon as the video's over. We're gonna pack up and leave. So don't come here. Okay, this is not where we just stay here for one night. We're gonna leave here in about an hour. We're gonna leave and head up to Buckeye, Arizona, which is up on I-10. And we're stopping at Walmart and load up on groceries and stuff, because groceries are pretty expensive out in Quartzsite. It's a small town with little independent, small, dinky grocery stores, and everything's expensive there. The stuff we buy there is the perishables, like bread, milk, that type of stuff. But canned goods and boxed goods and crackers and, that type of stuff, I'd rather buy at a big box store. It's a little bit cheaper. Anyway, and a much better selection, because those grocery stores out there are real small. They got it's one of the Family Dollar or Dollar General, one of those little dollar stores in town, and then a little small grocery store. So I got a gnat right in front of me here. I keep seeing. He bounce around and he go away and he come over here and bounce around in front of my face. I'm going to get him one of these here in a minute. Anyway, as you come across Arizona, you're on Interstate 10. You get over to a town of Casa Grande, and that's where Interstate 10 and 8 splits off, okay? Interstate 8 splits off and comes across right here, heading over to San Diego, which is west over here. And as you come across, the mile markers get smaller and smaller, and we're at the 119. So we're about 50 or 60 miles from Casa Grande. Anyway, you get off here at the 119, and there used to be a little truck stop there, but they got bought out by Pilot and they remodeled it, and it's a big Pilot truck stop now. I was gonna go park over there somewhere, and then on the way out here, I was driving along, got to thinking, I know there's this open area out here, and I don't know if it's BLM or whatever, But you get off at exit 119, instead of going north up into the truck stop and on into town, you turn left and go across the bridge on the south side of the freeway, and there's this wide open area out here. I hope I'm not trespassing on somebody's land. I think it's not BLM. I looked up on my phone last night once we got here, and I looked up, there's apps on my phone that I can find campsites and stuff with. One of them's Camp Indium, and Camp Indium shows a lot of campsites around, you know, and all that. But there's another one called Outly, or O-U-T-L-Y. Is it? It's Outly or Outly or something like that. Outly. Let's just call it Outly. It's a little an app on your phone you can download for free, and it'll show you the forest line, you know, where the forest is, where the BLM is, where public lands, where private lands, city borders and things like that, Indian reservations, that type of stuff. I'm gonna get him eventually, wherever he's at. I keep seeing him zigging around over here. Anyway, I got to looking on it, and this area right here, it says Arizona public lands, or no, it just says public lands. So I think this is what it's BLM land, but they turn some of their land over to Arizona, or, you know, different states, Utah or whoever. They'll turn it over to the state and let them manage it, okay? So it's BLM, but it's taken care of by the state of Arizona. So Arizona public lands. And on those, I believe most of them, you're supposed to have a permit to camp on them. I would go get that permit if we were going to be here very long. We pulled in right around sundown last night. We slept, woke up this morning, and we'll be rolling here in about an hour. So I don't think anybody's going to hurt us too, you know, be too upset about that. But anyway, we're going to leave here and, like I said, head up to Buckeye, go to Walmart, and then from there head on out to Quartzsite. We'll be in Quartzsite this afternoon. Okay. Now there's different plans going on for the get together out there, the hobo camp and whatnot. The hobo camp / Sasnak camp, or whatever you want to call it. Most people just call it the hobo camp. Anyway, last year, most years we had it out at Skadden Wash. If you look on a map of Quartzsite, we were kind of southeast of the town of Quartzsite, out there about 5 miles out in what they call Skadden Wash. That's BLM land. Last year, we kind of decided the road going out there's the interstate, and then right beside it there's a frontage road, and I think it's Highway 60 if I'm remembering right. Anyway, but it's an old piece of the Highway 60, US 60, that is never used for anything anymore, so they don't maintain it very well, and it's all potholed. It's rough as heck, you know, just, you know, rough. And in a pickup or a car it's not too bad, but in the semi it was really rough. In this bus it would probably be really rough. People like Eugene, he has a pickup with that little A-liner camper, and it's got the real small tires on it. So rigs like that have real small tires, that's a very rough road. So there's a lot of people that don't like to go, there's a lot of people that don't like to drive out there because it's so bumpy and rough. So last year, somebody suggested we go out to Plumosa Road, which is northeast of Quartzsite. So you go north about, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles, something like that, 7 miles, something like that. And you turn right on Plumosa Road, which is another paved, nice, smooth, paved road. It's the road that angles and heads up toward a town of Bouse, B-O-U-S-E, Bouse, Arizona. Well, anyway, you turn there and you go out maybe 3 miles, something like that, 2 or 3 miles, and we were on the north side of the road out there. And I thought, man, that's a great place. It's paved, nice, smooth road all the way out there, and all you have is a little bit of dirt just from here to, 300 yards in off of the road is dirt roads you got to deal with. And it's real nice, and everything's nice and flat and level there, and really good camping. Well, and I haven't talked to Tom, Hobotech. I haven't talked to him since last year. And I saw on his website, he threw out a itinerary for everybody, and said he wanted to go back out to Skadden Wash, but not way out where we normally are, just outside of town where that road starts getting rough, that frontage road along the freeway. Just past that, when you just start to get on that bumpy road, just turn off to the right, and there's some area over there, which is still called Skadden Wash. It's just much closer to town. And what do you want to call it? Decided, I guess, I don't know, I can't think of the right word, but anyway, he's decided that's where he'd like to have the hobo camp this year. But that's not going to be until, I can't remember, the 12th or the 16th or something like that, or, you know, the second week at least of January, you know. So until then, I don't want to go to that area because you're only allowed to stay in one spot for 14 days. So I don't want to go there and be there for 12 days and then everybody shows up and then I got to leave a couple days later. So I don't want to go there yet. So when I first get out here to Quartzsite, I'm going to get off the freeway, exit 17 or exit 19. I'll be getting off at exit 19. And you work your way over. Got him. No, I missed him. Thought I had him. Huh. Anyway, hot rod Camaro going down the highway. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to get off at exit 19, run over, and halfway between exit 17 and 19 is Highway 95 that goes through the middle of town, heading north and south. I'm going to get off there, and I'm going to go north about, like I said, about 5 or 6 miles to that Bouse Road, I guess it's called, Plamosa Road. I'm sorry, Plamosa Road. Turn there, go out about 3 miles, 2 or 3 miles, and on the north side of the highway where we were last year. That's where I'm going to go for the first few days, okay? Eugene's already out there, and a couple other people I think are already out there, so I'm going to go out there and camp in that spot. Now, if you want to know where that's at, go back last year, and I can't really, maybe I can after this video is over, I can put a link in the bottom for the video from last year, but all you got to do is go back in January last year and look up the video that I explained how to get out to Plamosa Road where we're going to camp. Just follow that video, and it's a full-time, in-time video. I'm parked on the bridge talking blah, blah, blah. Let's get in the van, and I drive up there, and if you follow me the whole way, it's almost live the whole time, all the way out there, and I show you how to get out to that place, okay? Now, I'm going to get him eventually. Last year there was a sign out there that said hobo camp or whatever. There won't be a sign out there this year, but you can figure out pretty easy where it's at. It's a main road, or not a main dirt road, but a well-traveled path that you can see, and you'll go up there. Also, you should be able to see the bus from the highway, okay? You should be able to see the bus. It's the white, purple, and gold bus, okay? And we'll be up in that area. Anyway, from there, I'm going to stay there for a week probably, maybe more, I don't know, till around the 10th or 12th. And whenever everybody decides, hey, it's time to pack up and move down to the hobo camp, which wherever he sets it up or people start setting it up, you know, we'll all travel down there, and we'll do. I'm sure Tom will do a video how to get to his camp at that point. Okay, so that's the plans for the next week or two. Okay, go out there and hang out and just enjoy the beautiful weather. It was about 75 yesterday coming across the highway, you know, coming across Arizona. Beautiful, beautiful day. I only got down to about 48 last night. Didn't even turn the heater on last night. Woke up this morning, turned it on just to take the chill off, and only had it on for about 20 minutes and turned it back off. So, I mean, it's beautiful out here. Just, you know, I'm laying in bed this morning thinking, how am I going to start this video up? I'm remembering back when we were kids. I was remembering back. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him eventually. He's a little bitty dinky gnat. I think it's just one of them. He's bugging me. Anyway, I remember as a kid, I was 10, 12 years old, stuff like that. You know, back when we were kids, my sisters were younger than me and everything. But I remember waking up mainly on Saturday morning, and Dad would be up in the kitchen. I lived in my room was down in the basement, and my sister's was upstairs and everything. But I could hear him upstairs. Dad's rattling the pots and pans, getting breakfast ready. He's going to cook some eggs or, you know, pancakes or something like that. And he'd start singing. And you remember the movie Oklahoma, or the play Oklahoma? Oklahoma, where the wind calls down, and I don't remember the words, but anyway, but he's up there singing, oh, what a beautiful morning. And it was that big, rich, you know, operatic voice, you know, but it's annoying when you're asleep and you hear this boy, oh, what a beautiful morning. I'm like, shut up, Dad. So I was thinking this morning, I was laying there in bed looking at the sunrise. Sun's up there now, but this morning it was coming over those mountains. It hadn't broke the mountains. It was just kind of a red glow over there. And I'm looking out the window at it, and I'm like, God, it's just beautiful out here, you know? You can actually see stuff out here. There's no house right here. There's no big trees right here. You can actually see in the distance. And as you can see behind me, see, that's way off in the distance. There's some mountains way over there. I'll just turn you around here. And see that truck going around the road? See the mountains way off in the distance? They're about, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 miles away probably, you know? But in the morning when that's just that thin line of red right above the horizon, it's just a beautiful, even with no clouds or anything like that, it's just the glow. It's a beautiful glow. So anyway, oh, here comes a couple trucks racing. Truck drivers race. Yeah. And the blue one's leading, and the baby blue one is coming around the outside, and he's taking the lead. I can't do the horse announcer, you know, the horse racing announcer. I can't do that very well. There's a big motorhome pulling a car. But it's beautiful. I mean, almost dead calm this morning, no wind at all. This is one beautiful morning. For being out in the desert, this is one beautiful morning. The only bad thing is the noise of the freeway, because I'm only 500 yards from the freeway. So here comes Mr. Truck Driver. People ask me if I miss trucking. Yes and no. Yeah, I miss just sitting in the truck, driving down the road. It's just peaceful, and you know, you're out there on your own and whatever. I miss all the other crap, or that's the only thing I miss. I don't miss all the other crap. You know, the scales and the cops and the DOT and the permits and the shippers and receivers, and you know, you get there at 8 o'clock in the morning like you're supposed to. You got an 8 o'clock appointment. Okay, go sit over there. We'll call you when we're ready. And 2 in the afternoon, they finally call you to put you in the dock, and they unload you for 3 hours. And it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, and you know, you sit there all damn day, and you haven't made a dime doing any of that. And that's the stuff I don't miss. You know, the way shippers and receivers treat you. You know, I know I'm generalizing here, but it just seems like every cop is out to get you. You know, I know they're not. They're just doing their job. But it's just, you feel that way. You feel like you're just being, you know, set upon or something. So I don't know. But anyway, that's enough of that. But yeah, I miss the holding the steering wheel driving down the road. I kind of miss that a little bit. You know, I see these trucks driving by, I think, man, where's he going? That truck right there, he's heading to Birmingham, Alabama, you know, and he's got 3 or 4 days to get there, and you know, does it on his own terms. I miss that, but I don't miss all the other, like I said, all the other crap that goes along with it. So breakdowns, you know, things like that. Repair bills, taxes, lots of taxes. Trying to find that cheap fuel price, you know. Yeah, it was, you know, I don't miss any of that. But anyway, but just sitting in the seat driving down the road, you know, little kid goes by and honk your horn. Hey, you know, I miss that stuff, you know. But the romantic part of trucking I miss, but the realistic part of trucking I don't miss. So. All right, let me look back here and answer a couple real quick questions, and then I'll be off of here. I'm not going to make a real long video this morning. All right, let's see here. Get spectacles on so I can see. Ooh, those are dirty. But like I said, anybody's welcome to come out to the camp if you want. You're more than welcome. Oh, Happy New Year, everybody. Today's New Year's Eve. Another thing. How many people? We got 272 people on here right now. I expect 272 comments at least, if not more, by the end. And people that are watching this not live later on today or tomorrow or the next day, and you're watching this video, I want you to do something for me. If you watch this video, I want you to make a comment on this video. My mom just turned 80 this week. Okay? Happy birthday, Mama Sasnak. I want 3,000 views on this video. I want 3,000 comments. Please do that for me. That'd be my gift to give to her. Thank you. Anyway, 80 years old. My dad will be 80 next October. So mom's just a little bit older than dad. Same class and all that stuff, but just, you know, that variance. They graduated together and all that kind of stuff. So, my mom and dad's relationship, I guess, is one of the good ones that lasted the what do you call it, the sands of time. My mom and dad were, if I remember right, king and queen of the prom. You know, dated in high school. Got pictures of dad in a football uniform and my mom in a cheerleading outfit, or what, you know, whatever. So it's that kind of a relationship, and it's lasted 80, and they had their 60th here. Was it last year? Anyway, 60th anniversary last year, and they're both turning 80 this year. So anyway, happy birthday, Mama Sasnak. Thank you, Mark. So should have 263 comments about happy birthday, Mama. Okay, that'll be your present to me, so I can give that to her. She can go back here and look at all the happy birthday wishes. Okay, so there you go. All right, while you guys are putting all that on there, I'm gonna go back and try to read some of the older comments before I brought up her birthday. I mean, it's just another birthday. Happy New Year's, there we go. Happy birthday, happy New Year. Billy the Kid, message deleted. Uh-oh, Billy, what are you? Were you a bad boy? Did you say something naughty? Okay, anyway, YouTube, honk honk. Is Pam, yeah, Pam is inside. She's, well, right now she's probably in the shower, but when I get ready to do this video, she was still in her sweatpants and sweat top, sweatpants, whatever, getting ready to take a shower. And she's not purdied up, so she didn't want to come out here. Like I said, right now she's probably in the shower right now. So yeah, Pam is here. People were asking me last summer, touch on this real quick. Last summer I went to Colorado by myself. We were going to take the bus up to Colorado, okay? And at the last minute, her mom decided to go into the nursing home and all that, and Pam decided to stay home and take care of issues there, or deal with that and everything, and help her mom move and all that kind of stuff. And while she was doing that, she thought, well, maybe I'll buy the house, her mom's house. Well, that old thing kind of fell through for different reasons or whatever. But anyway, as it turns out, her mom didn't like the nursing home, and about maybe a month or so ago, she moved back into her house. Okay, so it's a good thing she didn't sell it to Pam. So anyway, while that was going on, I went ahead and went up to Colorado. I don't need to be there to do all that kind of stuff, so I went to Colorado to escape the heat. And because it was just me, I didn't need to take the bus. So I just took my van. So remember, I got two things. I got a van that's modified for camping, and I got this bus that's modified for camping. And if it's just me, I don't need this big bus driving out there. So I took the van, and everybody's, where's the bus at? You worked on the bus, where's the bus? It's back home. Actually, Pam was living in it for a little bit until she went and moved over to her mom's house. But you get the idea. And people were panicked, or it was almost panic, I wouldn't say panic, but it's just the way the comment, what happened to the bus? You worked on the bus, where's it at? You know, well, it's at home, it's still in Texas. I just drove the van out because it got better fuel mileage, smaller, more maneuverable, the whole 9 yards. But I didn't need the bus because it's just me, you know, going there. So now it's the two of us, bring the bus out, okay? That's why I built the bus for 2 people. The van is not big enough for 2 people. It's big enough for 2 skinny little kids, but not 2 old people that want to stretch out on a king-size bed. It's just not big enough. So anyway, no place to sit. There's only 1 chair in there. You know, there's the driver's seat, and then the passenger seat's turned around. That's the only chair in there to sit on. The van wouldn't work for 2 people, okay? So anyway, so that's it. Van and bus, and depending on the trip, depends on which vehicle I go or take, okay? So, back to the comments. Happy... There you go. We're getting plenty of comments. Thank you very much, folks. I've got one here. Happy birthday. All right, I'm going to square way back, try to read some of the previous comments before the birthday wishes. Man, you guys are doing, y'all amazing. Look at all this. There's honk honk. I remember that one. Okay. Hi, is Pam with you? Yes, she's back there. Happy New Year. Billy the Kid deleted. Okay, we're back where we started. Well, shoot, I'm buffering. I'm not buffering out here, Brenda, so must be a connection on your side. Enjoy Arizona, been there since 71. Billy the Kid, you got deleted again? My gosh, Billy, what are you saying? Anyway, hope to see more videos. Yes, I'm sorry I haven't done any videos lately because I'm sitting at home at the shop and there's nothing going on. All I'm doing is sitting there watching TV. What am I going to make a video about? So I took a little break from making videos because I really had nothing to do, you know, during that. No, I didn't have any content to share with you other than just sitting around drinking beer and watching TV. So, good morning, Senator Bulworth from Baltimore, Maryland. There you go. Dachshund Grandma, hi. Or Dachshund Grandma. Happy New Year. Moon in the background. Is the moon in the background? It sure is. Look at that. Where's that? Right above the front of the bus. It's right up in this area right here. About a 3/4 moon. I didn't realize that. Good eye. I gotta scroll all the way back here again. Billy the Kid, what are you saying? You keep getting deleted. There's 3 in a row here, Billy. Straighten up. Whatever you're saying, just straighten up and you won't be deleted. Okay? You keep it up, she's gonna ban your ass. Whatever you're saying, I don't know what you're saying, but North Star's got a pretty good feel for these people, this kind of stuff. So get after it, North Star. Good job. Happy New Year, Pam and Stan and mods and all. There you go. Happy New Year. Oh, I need to say thank you for my mods. Appreciate it. Mainly North Star and Brenda, both of you. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the help and the work you do for me. Happy New Year and all that to you too. Trying to read some comments. There are a lot of these Happy New Year stuff. Stay healthy. North Star, great day. Employee. Hello from Temple, Texas. That's my old stomping grounds. That's my ex-wife is from Temple, Texas. She grew up there. I met her when I was in the military, and we were married for about, I think, 9 years or something like that. WINCO stands for Washington, Idaho, Nevada, Colorado, or California, and Oregon. Don't know what that's all. His previous comment, probably. So not a whole lot of questions, mostly Happy New Year and all that kind of stuff. All right. Went through some of the comments and everything. Let's scroll all the way back and see who was first. Who was first? Making Memories was first. Happy. Oh yeah, today. Making Memories. Making Memories was first on the chat this morning or today, and it said Happy New Year. What's today's date? 12/31/23. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Isn't that neat? Anyway, yeah. Anyway, 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's today's date. So I'm trying to think what else to talk about real quick before I get off of here. I think I covered most things I wanted to touch on, and the video is about a half hour long. It's about how long I wanted to make the video, so I think we're good. Don't know what I'm going to film out here in Quartzsite or the surrounding areas, going to doing different things. I have no idea. Probably do some of those side-by-side rides and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll just see. Might do a few more live streams than normal, since people seem to like the live streams. Might do a live stream, just set the camera right beside me around the fire one night. I'll talk to you just like you were sitting in a chair beside me, sitting around a campfire visiting with people. Might do something like that. Just not say anything, not talk to you. You're just sitting there listening in to all the other people's conversations and just see what it's like, you know. Good people out here. There's some really good people out here. What it whole started coming out here was back in, I think 2017 was the first time I came out to the RTR, okay, the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous by Bob Wells. You can go on to Bob Wells' YouTube channel called Cheap RV Living, learn about that. He has a website called cheaprvliving.com also, and you can learn all about the RTRs and everything. But we all showed up. The first one I went to was in 17. Now, I had been to a couple before that, like in 15 and 16, I was at a couple of them, but I wasn't there camping. I was trucking, and I just happened to stop by for a couple hours and visited with a few people and then left. But the first time I went out and actually spent the whole 2 weeks and camped with them and everything was back in 17. And during 17, 18, and 19, during those 3 years there, it kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And the assortment of people that showed up, you had grumpy old curmudgeons, get off my yard. You had free-spirited hippies, yay, wow, you know, flowers and, you know, all, okay. You know, you had retired old ladies, you had young girls, you know, 20-year-old girls, you had, I mean, it was a wide spectrum of everybody in the country, you know. And during those times, you sit around campfires and, you know, you're sitting there talking to people and you think, man, this guy's an ass, you know, and you see, you don't go back to that campfire, you go somewhere else. And over time, you start bumping into people that are like-minded. Now, those people over there don't think the way you do, but these people over here do. And you start gravitating toward people that you enjoy being around. And I started gravitating toward these people. And also the YouTube channel started in 2017 too. So because of that, the little bitty, you know, 2.3 seconds of fame, I didn't even get my 15 minutes of fame. I got like 2.5 seconds of fame. But anyway, you get the idea. That helped a lot with drawing people in that were like-minded. You know, the 20-year-old girl that's peace and love, and I'm gonna go skipping across the desert in my bare feet and my hippie clothes. She's not drawn to my channel and my kind of, you know, discussions around the campfire and whatnot. So you don't draw, I didn't draw those people in, but people that think the way I do, they were drawn to me and they want to come by and visit and talk and everything. So you start meeting a lot of nice people that you get along with, and all these people that I hang out with now are all of those people. Eugene is a perfect example. Mark is a perfect example. Mark Latham and Eugene Brindle, really good friends of mine, and I wouldn't have known them had it not been for the RTR, and I probably wouldn't have known them had it not been for the YouTube channel, okay? So the combination of the RTR and the YouTube channel together brought people like them, friends, you know, to become friends with. And you get the idea. And if I didn't mention your name, you're like, well, I'm a real good friend. Well, okay, I'm not gonna mention everybody's, but the group that we hang around with, there's at times 10 people, at times there's 50 people around the campfire. You know, sometimes we have to build 2 campfires because there's so many people, you know. So, but anyway, that's what we do. We've made friends, and now it's not really an RTR, it's just the people that we met at the RTR, we come and get together and see each other, you know, once a year, and it's like a family reunion or something, you know. And not your family. This is family you choose, not family you were just born to. You know how family get-togethers are. Oh my God, I don't want to listen to my brother. I don't have a brother, so I can say that. You know, I don't want to listen. I don't want to be around my brother or whoever. My sister-in-law is a pain in the butt or whatever. You know, family you can't choose, but this family you can, and they're damn good people. So, and that means a lot to me because of my lifestyle for the last 30 years, 35 years. Trucking, I was out on the road. It's not so bad now because there's, you know, cell phones and social media and all that kind of stuff. But back 30 years ago, 25 years ago, it was a lonely job. You're out there by yourself, and your best friend is that guy in that truck right there. You get on the radio, you get to talking to him for about 20 miles as you go across here. He's your best friend for 20 minutes. He jumps off to go get some gas or go get restaurant or whatever, and I keep rolling, or vice versa. I got to get fuel. He keeps going. I never see him again. So my best friend, I'll never ever see again. But the next truck coming by, he becomes my best friend. And that's how truckers got along back then. You know, that's why truckers are very outgoing and talkative and social people, because they have to be. Otherwise, they're going to be damned lonely out here. So trucking brought me out of my shell or something, because I was a real shy kid. Believe it or not, I was a very shy kid, you know. So because of trucking, and you know, if you're going to talk to anybody, you better get over your shyness, because anyway, the military helped me come out of the shyness too, you know, going into the military and basic training and all that. But the trucking, you know, just the way the trucking was back then. Anyway, so you live that way for 20 years and don't have any friends. Once I got cell phones, you meet somebody and on the radio, you're sitting there driving down the road on a CB and you get to talking to somebody. A friend of mine, Dwayne from Florida, perfect example. We're driving down the road, we get to talking, and he was getting ready to go on a cruise. And I said, well, when you get back from your cruise, give me a call and you tell me how it went. I'm like, okay. And or he said, okay. So we swapped phone numbers, and because of that, we stayed friends. It wasn't that 15 or 20 minute friendship and then you never see him again. It was 15 or 20 minutes, but because of the cell phone, we could become long-term friends, and he's still one of my best friends right now, you know. Because of being, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't like, you know, lonely, suicidal lonely, but you just didn't have any close buddy friends, you know. So now that trucking has changed as far as cell phones and social media and things like that, that'd be a little different today. But you got to remember, I did 20 years of being pretty much damn near alone all the time. And now all of a sudden, I've got all these really good friends because of this RTR and this YouTube stuff. I've got all these really good friends now. And I can't emphasize how much that means. You know, unless you've lived that life, you don't understand how. Anyway, I'm getting mushy here, so shut up. Anyway, happy birthday, Mama. Another thing is, in a couple weeks, Pam's birthday, so we're gonna have a little bit of a party for her. I don't have any plans, a bunch of balloons and all that kind of stuff, but around a campfire, and we'll probably have a live stream that night, and have I'm going to try to get her drunk. She hasn't been drunk in 15 years. When I first met her, she was drunk. She tried to kick me. That's a whole nother story. We were at a nightclub bar, and she was sitting at a table, you know, that tall table with the stools. And she was sitting at this table with her friends, and I come walking by, and as I walked by, she kicked her leg out, tried to kick me in the ass, and I turned around, and that's how we met. So, and she was pretty drunk that night. But she doesn't drink very much at all, so it doesn't take much for her to tie one on. But I'm going to try to see if I can't get her drunk on her birthday. Anyway, with that. With that, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. God loves you, I love you, and all that good stuff. Mom, love you, okay? Love my mama. I'm a mama's boy, yeah. Anyway, with that, y'all be good, take care. Let's see, what? That's how you find the drunkard one and can't do nothing about it. Hey, I was a little drunk that night too, so. But anyway, we'll try to have a birthday party for Pam. Tom has a birthday party around the same time. I don't remember the exact date of his birthday, but we might combine them, Tom and Pam's birthday, you know, celebration on the same night kind of thing, maybe. I don't know. We'll plan that over the next couple weeks, okay? So it's more than 2 weeks away for her. So it's the latter half of January. So anyway, with that, y'all be good, and we will see you in upcoming videos and live streams and whatever, and we'll have a little fun out here in the desert. And enjoy. And enjoy this beautiful sun and this radiant heat. And, oh, it's so nice. And I'm rubbing into the people in Chicago right now because you're freezing your ass off. I don't know how cold it is in Chicago, but anyway, Minnesota, places up north, you're freezing, you got 2 foot of snow. Ha! It's 70 degrees out here. Beautiful. It's probably about 60, 65 right now, but it will get up to about 75 today. Anyway, with that, y'all be good. Cheers. Happy New Year. It's not a drink, it's coffee. Y'all be good. Take care. We will see you here in a few days or whatever, sometime, whenever I make a video. Remember, go back last year, this same time last year, and look up that video. And I think it was titled something like How to Get to the Hobo Camp or something like that. Okay, you can find it. It's not that hard. Find it and follow those. If you're in Quartzsite and you want to come out there, find it, use that as directions to get out there where we're at. Okay. And that's where I will be for the next week, week and a half, something like that. And somewhere probably around the 12th, I'm guessing, we'll be moving over to the Hobo Camp. And I'm sure either I or Tom will put up a video showing how to get to the Hobo Camp, where it's going to be. Nobody knows exactly where it's going to be, because if we say we're going to be exactly right here, when you get out there, somebody's got that spot already, and we can't camp exactly there. We got to camp over there. So we got to wait till we actually show up and find out exactly where it's at. Okay. I'm sure somehow Tom can probably put it on his website or something like that, like a pin drop on a phone or something. I don't know. A picture of a map with a pin drop on it or something. I don't know. I don't know how to do most of that stuff. So I'll leave. Tom's the techno guy. We'll let him, or technical guy. He's the IT department. We'll let him do that. With that, y'all be good. Adios. Happy New Year. Ciao. It's so nice.